Show him something he ain't fucking seen. Stretch him deep, even for 3 yards, because he may be playing down in distance, maybe.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got a man. It's Williams. The pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rap.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Going right side, he has Winton. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Let's go. Again, he'll drop to throw. And on the left side, he's got Winton. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Surveying the field. Caught left side, Williams. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Prescott. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. A fresh set of downs, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half, Cousins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's brought down after a good game. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings. And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side. But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive? Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. The linebacker, William Compton, in on the tackle. That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner. He filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Doing something he ain't never seen. He ain't never seen this one, man.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime. Patrolling the passing lanes. They'll set up to throw. Finding time. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slides to avoid the hit. The 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down. We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down. In motion here is Witten. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker. They go play action here on first down. He's got time. Bryant with a catch right side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that? Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. You bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down. shotgun now on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, it bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, third and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go.
A second down throw for Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got some space here. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson.
That's what I did. I hit square it all. I want to dive on it, bro. You know what I'm saying? After I didn't get it that first time, I'm like, man, just make sure I get this ball.
And you can put pressure on them and make it tough. That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Third and long for Cousins. He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on. Here's Tressway now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Back now at FedEx Field. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Now Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to rifle. This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And quickly they get to the line.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play. Oh, my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Cousins on 1st down. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a good game. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Come on, Hitchens, you got to beat him.
Gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Throwing his Cousins, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
And you can't keep on
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. On 2nd down, Cousins again. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down after a good game. And the former 4th-round pick in 2012 continuing to prove some of those doubters wrong that he used to have. Escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence.
Tyler's no.
Man, I don't even have Tyler's fucking bronze.
He takes him down for a loss of 9. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see what transpires after this.
I do that shit a lot.
I've been working on that. Hey, I don't think I'm getting dimers, guys.
Why is that?
Bruh, because I think you gotta get 350 20 games.
Second down, Cousins.
30.
Oh.
Okay, I can do that.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson.
All I gotta do is good.
Second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
30 games.
And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here.
Get 20 assists, and you just can't score. Get 20 assists.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild
Bro, I put my shit on all pro, and I put my shit on 8 minutes.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The
Cowboys how many sports are you
scoring?
No, I'm talking about how many total points are you scoring? Like 200 points, Butter?
As a team.
Oh my gosh, dog. See, going. Look though, but how many shots you put? You didn't get that volume shooter badge yet?
Last time they'll be looking to do that.
They took it off
for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch counter punches.
No, it is. Mike Wade's on there last year, bro.
Let's just go back.
You got to shoot 35 shots, 5 games in a row.
You see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
Yeah. That's why this year I would not shoot over 29 shots. Save my life.
Oh, no.
I mean, I did too when I learned it wasn't there.
Here's Prescott. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. Finding time. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter play.
I'm with y'all Thursday.
And now first down following that long gain.
Take me a bandwagon seat for Thursday night and Thursday night only. Unless y'all played the Lions already this year.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Have y'all played the Lions
already? We're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
All right, we all got them coming up, too.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So a big kick coming
baby,
now
you
for
was all
Dan
this
Bailey.
time out. He couldn't ice the kicker, baby.
Win the football game.
He couldn't ice the kicker, baby.
And Bailey able to knock it through.
All this time out.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing
he's
your
stupid.
roster,
He should
this
have
is a
known
club
I was
that
gonna
does
call
not
the
skip on
timeout
special
regardless.
teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
Shit, I
And
had
that's
one
great
left. I had to
vision
call
by
the
the
timeout.
organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
And here come the Redskins now. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, man.
Tyrone Crawford in there to drop it as the clock continues to roll. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
I know that tireless shit is scoring, bro. That shit takes forever.
I know, man. I've been trying this shit for a while. I've given up on difficult shot making.
Shit right around the corner. You got to do everything off the dribble with difficult shot making.
Yeah, but y'all got to understand, my shot for dribble is not good, especially when I'm being beat.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the
That's why you gotta put it
hard-working
on
men and
rookie,
women on our
motherfucker.
crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.
Well, I mean, the only reason I had an All-Star for a while is because I had thought I had all the badges I want for this guy, but I've never changed that.
Had to come to realization.
Yeah. I'm back at it. That's another reason why I put it up on that, because it's hard to get. I want that and I want the rim protection.